Hey gamers, welcome to Gamezzix, the channel where I share the coolest games with you. Today I have a special treat for you. I'm going to show you 10 multiplayer games, co-op games that you should definitely play with your friends. These games are fun, challenging, and perfect for teamwork. So grab your controllers, headsets, and snacks, and let's get started. Valheim, this open-world survival game, stormed onto the scene like a berserker with bloodlust and managed to find a fresh spin on the genre. Together with up to 9 friends, you can share resources, build a settlement, and then pile into a longboat and sail off in search of fame and fortune. There's a vast landscape to explore, teeming with monsters to slay, but you can also craft, farm, and build to your heart's content. It's an unforgiving world, so having a good crew at your side is essential. Up to 10 Vikings can work together to survive online. Platforms: Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Xbox Series X and Series S. Release date: February 2nd, 2021. Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood is a thrilling cooperative first-person shooter from the creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise. You are at the center of a war against the Ridden. These once human hosts of a deadly parasite have turned into terrifying creatures bent on devouring what remains of civilization. With humanity's extinction on the line, it's up to you and your friends to take the fight to the enemy, eradicate the Ridden, and reclaim the world. Fight your way through a dynamic, perilous world in a 4-player co-op story campaign, where you must work together to survive increasingly challenging missions. Play with up to 3 of your friends online or go solo and lead your team in battle. Choose from 8 customizable cleaners, 1 of the immune survivors, and a range of lethal weapons and items. Strategize against an ever-evolving enemy bent on your total destruction. Play with or against friends in PvP. Switch between playing as a cleaner with special perks and the horrific Ridden. Both sides come with unique weapons, abilities, and specialties. Platform: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. Release date: October 12, 2021. Mode: single player, multiplayer. Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 will launch with a globe-trotting single-player campaign, immersive multiplayer combat, and a narrative-driven, co-op special ops experience. Modern Warfare 2 connects with the new Warzone experience, and with it, the evolution in Battle Royale with a brand new play space and sandbox mode. Platform: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. Release date: October 28, 2022. Mode: single player, multiplayer. Absolver. Absolver is an online multiplayer combat game, the new rulers of the fallen Adel Empire, who will determine your worth in joining their elite corps of Absolvers. Absolver puts players behind the mask of a prospect who has taken a sacred vow of fighting to maintain stability in the world. Learn new combat styles, acquire weapons and armor, and build a team of warriors with whom to fight side by side in arenas of combat. Platforms: Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Release date: August 29, 2017. Mode: single player, multiplayer. Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is a horror investigation survival game played from a first-person perspective. The player works solo or in a group with up to 3 other players to complete a contract, in which they must identify the type of ghost haunting the specified site. Players can communicate through voice chat, both locally within a short distance, and globally via walkie-talkies. Phasmophobia features speech recognition, allowing certain pieces of equipment, cursed possessions, and even the ghost to hear players speaking and understand key words and phrases. Platforms: Microsoft Windows, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5. Release date: 18 September 2020. PC. Mode: single player, multiplayer. Styx. Shards of Darkness. Styx returns in a new stealth adventure. Explore and master huge open environments, sneak past or assassinate new enemies and bosses, and experiment with the new array of lethal abilities and weapons in our Goblin Assassin's arsenal. Like its predecessor, Styx is able to clone himself and to lay traps for his enemies, and can temporarily turn invisible. The player has the option of engaging enemies or avoiding them. Ropes and grappling hooks can be used to reach high areas. A multiplayer co-op mode, with the second player controlling one of Styx's clones. Platforms: Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Release date 14 March 2017. Modes: single player, multiplayer. Warframe. Warframe is a cooperative third-person shooter game. The game allows players to control their Tenno, a race of ancient warriors who are at war with the Grineer Corpus and infested. The player starts with a silent pseudo-protagonist in the form of an anthropomorphous biomechanical combat unit called Warframe, possessing supernatural agility and special abilities, a selection of basic weapons, primary, secondary, and melee, and a spaceship called an Orbiter, which has an AI named Ortis, who will refer to the player as Operator. The player's primary goal from this point is to explore the Origin system. Platforms: Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS. Release date: March 25, 2013. Modes: single player, multiplayer. Monster Hunter Rise. As with previous Monster Hunter titles, Monster Hunter Rise has the player take the role of a hunter, tasked with slaying or capturing large monsters, using a variety of weapons, tools, and environmental features to damage and weaken them while surviving their attacks. Successful completion of the offered quests provides loot, typically in the form of various monster parts from the monster, which are used to forge new armor and weapons that can be used to take on more powerful monsters. Platforms: Nintendo Switch, Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. Release date: January 12, 2022. Modes: single player, multiplayer. Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is a racing video game set in an open-world environment, based in a fictional representation of Mexico. The game has the largest map in the entire Forza Horizon series, being 50% larger than its predecessor, Forza Horizon 4, while also having the highest point in the Horizon series. The map was described by creative director Mike Brown as one of the most diverse Forza Horizon maps the team has built. The map contains an active caldera volcano, jungles and beaches, ancient Mayan temples, and towns and cities such as Guanajuato. Players can explore the open world freely, though they can also compete in multiplayer races and complete the campaign mode. Both the cars featured in the game and the player character can be extensively customized. Platforms: Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. Release date: 9 November 2021. Modes: single player, multiplayer. Deep Rock Galactic. Deep Rock Galactic is a cooperative first-person shooter. Gameplay primarily centers around missions that take place in fully destructible, procedurally generated cave systems. Each has varying terrain generation, objectives, hazards, and enemies depending on the selected biome and mission type. Upon landing in a cave via an orbital drop pod, players must complete a mission objective, such as mining resources or repairing abandoned equipment. While doing so, they must fight hostile aliens, manage a limited supply of ammunition, and navigate the cave. Once the objective is completed, players can start an extraction sequence, where players must backtrack through the cave to an escape pod in order to safely exit along with all collected resources. Platforms: Windows, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS. Release date: May 13, 2020. Modes: multiplayer, single player. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back soon with more awesome content for you. Until then, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay happy. And don't forget to subscribe. This is Gamezzix, signing off. See you next time.